I gotta explain this. So the way that we are currently told to parent is when children are behaving, great, that's wonderful, good job. And then as soon as kids misbehave, then we're supposed to silent treatment them and say, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. And the problem with that is that kids get love when they're behaving, and then love gets taken away from them when they're misbehaving. And so the only time kids feel valuable is when kids are behaving. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And we really have to shift that and learn how to love our kids through the struggle and through the messy moments and through the maddening, obnoxious behavior that's so annoying and irritating and exhausting as parents. We have to learn how to stop withdrawing our love and love them through it, and really come from this place of not trying to make them scared, not trying to scare them into behaving, not trying to make them feel worthless, which I know none of us are doing that on purpose. None of us are thinking, I'm going to make my child feel worthless. But if we're silent treatmenting our kid and we're using, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed, we're making them feel worthless. We're trying to motivate them into behaving by making them feel scared and worthless. Ugh, right? So we really have to become aware of this and start challenging those parenting default settings. They're going to show up and they're going to say, this is what we want to do right now. Your next step is to ice them out, right? And often that's at an unconscious level. So we have some work to do to kind of become aware of those parts of us that show up and try to take care of us and think, I know what to do here. This is what we do next. And learn how to challenge those parts of us and say, no, I need to come from this place of, I got you. You're working some stuff out right now. And clearly you're acting like this because you need to release some stuff. So I'm not going to let you do that thing, but it's okay to struggle. It's okay to have a hard time. And I love you. I'm still not going to let you do that.
That's awesome. And I feel like we were talking a little bit about modeling before, right? Mm-hmm. But unless we allow ourselves to feel and let our kids see that we feel and how we manage those feelings, we can't really expect them to learn how to manage their own emotions, right? So if we can get to a place where we can say, yes, I'm mad right now, but look, I still love you. Mad doesn't mean I don't love you.
Yes.
Mad doesn't mean I'm going to explode every time. These are the things that I do. Then we start modeling better ways to manage those behaviors.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I think it's so important to mess up as parents. I think there's this sense that I hear it all the time. Especially with parents who are learning my framework, and they'll say, something went down last night and I did this and I kind of lost my cool. And I'm like, you need to mess up. It's actually really important. As you said, if we only model perfection, then that's the standard that children will strive for, right? I can't tell you how many adult counseling clients I've had over time say, I lost my cool, either my mom never did that, or my dad never did that, or they have trauma around the time, so their parents got so mad at them because it was so terrifying for their parents to ignore them for days sometimes, hours, days, and they always had to kind of be the first one to come back and start that repair process as a child with their parent. That's trauma. That's emotional trauma for children. And those parents didn't mean to do that. I think that's one of the biggest things that fires me up about doing this work is that so many of us are good people. We're doing the best we can with really bad information.
Yeah.